Bologna is a lovely place. I love these porticos. Might have sneaked a little ice cream in. The porticos are famous in Bologna as they were additions to the original buildings so that the students could be accommodated in the city. And there was one condition on all their builds, that they were big enough that a horse and carriage could ride through them. And it provides excellent space to hide from the sun or the rain, and they're absolutely everywhere in the city, which is quite good for us. It'd be quite nice if it was raining as well, you'd still be protected. Definitely might be falling over a little bit. So we found ourselves just south of Bologna. Found this park up and parked for night, the app. And there's a lovely Donna there, underneath the canopy. Oh, she's gone. But yeah, basically, this is our home for the night, or maybe the next 2 nights. So, we're going in there right now. Right, we're off for a swim. We found a river, it's just over there. And we're going for a wee dip. So yeah, beautiful little spot just south of Bologna, and it's 30 degrees, so hopefully we can just go cool out a little bit. Cool. Let's see how this, how warm this is or cold it is. I imagine it's going to be very, very cold. Ooh, actually alright. Remember to hold tummy in. Shorts are good. Somebody's creating a little bath here where you can sit down in. Oh, that's fab! We bought these wee river shoes at Aldi, like in the middle of last year, in the hope of sort of anticipating this, you know. And it's lovely to be actually doing it, because that's what this trip's all about. It really is just nice to be sort of doing the things you thought you would do. I mean, look at this place. It's fantastic. And yeah, oh, and the shoes work as well. You couldn't negotiate this without them. Well, I suppose you could, but your feet would be bleeding. But yeah, fantastic. red hot. We are currently in Florence, and we've chose a motorhome here that you can see in the background here, just purely for safety. It's a big city and we're carrying everything that we own in our truck. So there were other places to park, but we decided to avoid them, just for fear of this doesn't feel safe. And usually if it doesn't feel safe, it's not. So we went here and fingers crossed it's a manned barriered car park. It's €24 for 24 hours, which isn't too bad. We can live with that in a city this size. It's 37 degrees, which is rather hot and rather against thingy. I've put on trousers because the backs of my legs were just screaming in this heat. So I'm hoping trousers are going to help me. The wee truck there's got his blankie on. Right. So tap that to get any focus. Trying to keep them as cool as possible. We've parked them in the shade. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. So here's Florence at 37 degrees. Feels like 40. Get closer to Florence centre. The buildings are getting a little bit prettier. And then you get around the corner. And then there's this. Fair to say, a bit of work went into building this. This is quite a special little square. Touch of gold there and the cross at the top. Like most buildings in Europe, there's scaffolding around them during the summer because that's what people do in the summer. Hide their tourist attractions behind scaffold. The same in St Mark's Square in Venice. You know, call me cynical, but you think if the church had spent the money helping the poor people in the area instead of building these, then they could have probably wiped out poverty all over Italy. But then again, if there's no poor people, who's going to pray to God to help them get a better life? Creme caramel and a banana place on a cone. Crema caramel and the banana. Grazie. Another beautiful building. Don't forget the boarding up. There you go. Big square. More scaffolded. Huge buildings. Oh, and more scaffolding. There you go, scaffolding is becoming a theme today. I'm a wee bit miserable because it's 37 degrees. You can't even hide for it. It's like being in a tumble dryer. So this is the town hall for Florence. It's hard to do this place justice with an iPhone. It's very beautiful. Very, very busy. So, we're now in the old market quarter. Well, Florence was a bust. If I look hot and bothered, it's because I am. Check this out. This isn't, your car's been sitting in full sun, 38 degrees. The car's sitting in the shade. Don't know if you can see that, but it's in the shade and it's 38 degrees. It touched 39 on our phones earlier on and it's too much, to be honest. So, we're off. We're going to get out of this place. We've had a wander around and to be honest with you, I'm getting a bit cynical and bored with big cities. There's thousands of people all wanting to go to these beautiful buildings, do you know what I mean? And yeah, it's $10 for a beer, $10 for this, $10 for that. It's just ridiculous, you know. The closer you get to the city centre, the more expensive it is. We found a back street, we'd been paying, they were wanting $3 for a 500 ml of water, and we found a back street, like, which is what you do, and it was literally $1.50 for 2 litres. So there you go, that's what we bought. But yeah, gets a bit tiring. I suppose we've seen a lot of them, but 38 degrees doesn't help either. Until next time, onwards.